Good morning, everyone. It's Sarah. And welcome to my crochet live video on Facebook. And I'm going to say this right up front so everybody understands. We record the live video over on Facebook first, every Tuesday, unless otherwise stated, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. And then once it's recorded on Facebook, I tweak it up a little bit. And then I shoot it over to YouTube. And someone asked me the other day, why in the world are you doing this on Facebook? And I told her, I said, you know what? I have a lot of wonderful friends on Facebook that I just are my crochet friends. And so I do it on Facebook for them and for me. But I also have a lot of wonderful friends on YouTube. And so that's why I do both places. We're still working on trying to figure out how I can do them both simultaneously. Haven't quite figured out what broadcasting software to use just yet. So hopefully we'll be able to figure that out sometime in the future. I see a bunch of you already clicking in. Michelle and Alicia and Heather and Marlene, Karen, Dawn, Vicky, Tammy, Lisa, Caitlin, Crystal. So, before we get started with all the fun, let's clink in. And I've already got my Valentine's mug out. And that's only because I have about 5 or 6 and I want to make sure I use them all. I love Valentine's Day. And the reason that I love Valentine's Day so much is because my birthday is February 12th. I used to say it's really not fair having your birthday near Valentine's Day because you don't get a birthday gift and a Valentine's Day gift. You get them combined, birthday, Valentine's gift. Well, now that I'm an adult, I don't care about that stuff. I just love to have fun on my birthday. And guess what? My birthday, the 12th, is on a Tuesday. And we're going to have us a virtual birthday party. And also, I'm going to have another giveaway, a birthday giveaway. I've got a kit all lined up and ready to go, and it's different than anything I've done so far, and I think you're going to like it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see who else is clicked in here. Wanda and Mary and Jennifer and Heather. Dawn, let's see if I got everybody. So, the number one question that I've gotten lately is, when does the Granny Square Crochet Along, the Grantastic Crochet Along start? Because I've been doing a lot of hype up to it, right? And today we're going to announce the winners of the 2 kits. Well, it's going to start next Monday, January 21st, 2019. We're going to start it on Monday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the 3rd Monday of each month to put out our new square. And remember, you're going to need to make 4 of each square. But we'll talk more about that when I do the initial blog about it. Okay. Now, if you want to get a jump start, if you go to my blog, and that link, if you're on Facebook, the blog link is right at the top, or you can go to the About page, both on YouTube and on Facebook. My blog link is everywhere. Okay. If you click at the top, it'll say Grantastic Crochet Along, and you can just click that tab, and it'll give you all the information that you need to get ready. And don't worry, we'll talk about that some more also. But if you want to go ahead and get your yarn or the crochet hook, or maybe you want to try to use a gift card from Christmas or something, get the yarn you need, or some blocking squares. And we'll talk about all those things when we do the initial next Monday beginning. But if you want to get a jump start, I want to tell you where you could do that at. All right. Now, one other thing I wanted to do before we announce the winners, I want to try to make sure a lot of people get in here, and I'm going to announce it at the beginning and the end of the video. Hi, Julie and Vicky and Hilda and Karst. Is that how you say that? Karst? That's pretty. Susan and Vivian. There's a little girl at my church named Vivian. I just love that name. It's like one of those names like Victoria or even Sarah, like me. A great English name, maybe. I don't know. All righty. Let's see. I see Bo. Let's see. Who else did I get? Susan. Make sure I got everybody. If you didn't clink in, let's do a second clink in. Clink in. And the reason I'm doing that is because a couple weeks ago, I had so much going on and it was on remember we did it on a Thursday instead of a Tuesday because of Christmas landing on Tuesday. And I forgot to have everybody clink in. That's part of our fun, right? Alrighty, so what I wanted to do first is do a shout out. And I don't know if you all have heard of this particular lady. Her YouTube channel is called Crochet CJ. She's just started, just been doing this for a couple of months. She doesn't do any tutorials, but she has great, what you would call maybe a podcast. Just a live video, and she chats, and she does shout outs to and she's done one to me, a shout out to me. And she tells you her favorites. She talks about yarn and crochet patterns and what she's doing and stuff. And she's just a really, really nice, fun lady. And it's called Crochet CJ, and you can just search that on YouTube. I don't know if she's on Facebook. I didn't think to look there, but anyway, I just really like her podcast. They're a lot of fun, and she's a great lady. So I want to do a shout out. I told you about the next giveaway for February on my birthday. Okay, and like I said, it's going to be different. It is a kit, and I'm really pleased with it. And so I'll tell you about that February 12th. It's a Tuesday. We're having that virtual birthday party. All right, are you ready to learn who the winners are? In case you haven't been watching, I made up 2 kits, and we made them with enough yarn to finish 1 blanket, and it comes with the hook. That's an ergonomic H hook. And I have a lavender one, or orchid, I believe is the color, and a light blue. Now, are you ready? Now, I'm getting ready to say the winners' names, and what I want you to do, if you're the winner, do not post your shipping address anywhere where anybody can see it. What I want you to do is send me an email at SACH at poshpoochdesigns.com and tell me your shipping address, or on the Facebook page, Posh Pooch Designs, you can go to the messages and send me your email, or not your email, your shipping address there as well. Now, I will tell you, not the last giveaway I did, but the one before that, I had 2 people tell me that that was who they were. And so I had to do a little investigating to make sure the real person got the gift, okay? So I probably will check out your Facebook page or where you're at just to make sure you're who you say you are, okay? Because if you're the winner, I want you to get your gift. All right? Are you ready? All right. The winner of the blue, let me write this down on this with a pen that doesn't write. All righty. Ready? I need to pop on my glasses. All right. The winner of the blue kit, which is the light blue, is Tammy Bennett. Okay, Tammy, email me or message me your shipping address. Congratulations. All right. The winner of the purple or the orchid kit is, and please forgive me if I pronounce your last name wrong. I want to tell you that first, is Norma Ontiveros. And I'm going to spell that last name just to make sure. Norma, of course. And her last name is Ontiveros. Ontiveros. I'm not very good with names. That's why I wanted to apologize. Congratulations. You're the winner of the purple kit. Message me or send me an email with your shipping address, and I'll get those right out to you. They're going to be shipped in a priority box. Though I might be able to get them in a medium, but if not, they'll be in a large. I haven't, I should have investigated to see which size box they'll fit in. But those are the 2 winners, and I'm going to announce those again at the end of the video. Now, just so that you understand how the winners are chosen. I don't choose them, okay? I go online and I have what's called a random generator, okay? And so what we do is we go through and we copy and paste all the names from the Facebook live video that day and the YouTube that day. And I gave us, we had about a week and a half this time because we did a Thursday and then a Monday, and then today's the next Monday. And so we took all those names, we put them in the random generator, and it just kind of goes like that, and then it just picks a name. Okay, so I don't choose the name. The internet does. All right, just so that you understand how that works. And I do it that way. That way I'm not, you know, involved in it. All right, now, those are the two winners. Congratulations. I'm very excited. The only thing that you have to promise me is that you'll let me know when you get the package, because I still have one winner that I sent her the package. I still have not heard back from her. And you know what? If you don't use it right away, it's okay. I just want to know it got there, okay? And that's important to me. All righty. Moving right along. My whole desk again is just filled with fun stuff, okay? Now, I'm not doing any kind of demonstration today, and next week we're going to be making a set of lips. I thought I would tell you that. That's going to be so much fun. We're going to make a set. We're going to crochet a set of lips. All right, next week. Now, the other thing I wanted to let you know is if you're someone who really liked going to Craftsy to find my patterns, I decided to close my Craftsy.com shop. And I still have my Etsy shop, and I still have my Ravelry shop. And so what we did, you know, Etsy is changing everything over. It's becoming like Blue Link or something. I can't remember. And so they said some designers would get to keep their shops and some would be closed. Well, I got to keep my shop, right? So I go in there and see, because they said some patterns will not be there anymore. Well, they took out all my free patterns, and I had over 800 patterns on there, just so that you understand. I've written probably about 1,200, and I had about 800 patterns in my Craftsy shop. So I go in and I look. They left 3 patterns. So I decided that I don't think that's a very professional way to do business. It's just my opinion. And so I just closed it. I'm like, you know, I love Ravelry. And so what we're doing is we're going through all the patterns, and some of them are getting new videos, like I said before. And we're just making sure new pictures, a little bit of tweaking, a little more information, and reloading them up all on Ravelry. So you should be able to find just about every pattern, not all 1,200, because in the beginning, when I first started pattern writing about 20 years ago, pattern writing was different. I'll have to tell you. If you get an older book, I have some wonderful, wonderful books that were written in like the 20s and 30s that belonged to my mother-in-law, actually. And then I'm pretty sure they probably belonged to her mom. But she loved to crochet, and she was a more technical crocheter, where I'm more artsy-fartsy. Anyway, so I have them. They're in my closet here. But if the way patterns used to be written were just impossible. And I would go through, like if I wanted to write a pattern, and I would go through and write everything out, and then I'd go back through and put all the abbreviations, because I had tons of abbreviations. And patterns nowadays are so much easier. And my goal in pattern writing is to make it as easy as possible and to give you as much information without overloading you. And so anyway, those patterns I wrote many, many years ago, because I've been crocheting for over 40 years, because you know I'm like years old. So I'm in a crochet group, and I was posting in there the other day, one of the younger girls that was talking about something, and I thought, you know what? I am like the oldest person in this group. I don't care. You know why? My mom always said, you're only as old as you act. My husband says I act about 13, so I'm good with that. All right, enough silliness. Let's talk about what's happening this week at Posh Pooch Designs. And a lot happened. All right. So one of the things that happened is I pulled out, remember I told you I was going to make a pom-pom video with this gopher faux yarn? It is really interesting. You should watch the video. This is the pom-pom that I made. And I did it a little bit different. And I discovered when I was crocheting with this yarn that it has an edge, and that edge hurts. And I didn't like crocheting with it And I was following another person's pattern. It's a great pattern. It's very well written. I just didn't like the way it was rubbing on my hands. And so I did it a different way, and I just love it. And I put a video and a blog out on that. The other thing I did was we finished up what's called the Cavalier hat. And it's really simple. And it started with, I received some yarn from a company called Hobium Yarns, and I made a scarf called the Cavalier scarf. And it has this same texture pattern in it. It's like the offset front post stitches. And so what I did was I made the scarf, and even though it was made with like the guys in mind, it's a great warm scarf, and the ladies like it too. And and you can make it as long as you want. Well, then I got a lot of people saying, "Oh, I want a hat to match. I want to make a set." And so we designed the hat, and we got that out there also. And it's really pretty. And depending on the colors, like, see this one? I guess I'll lean this way. That's purple back there. I can't do it. That one is the one I did for the demonstration. And it's like purple and cream and brown. And it's really pretty. And so it can work for guys or girls. And it's just an adult size hat. I didn't put a bunch of sizes in it because it was just for adults. All right. The other thing we did is I did a heart coaster probably 10 years ago. And then I updated it last year. And then this week we did a brand new updated video. And this coaster is just a little bit bigger. Let me grab my coffee cup. Here's the coaster. There we go. I'm going to tilt it a little. And here's the coffee cup. So you can kind of see it's a little bit bigger. And so you can use it for a doily or a candy dish or a candle or something. You can also make these out of cotton, use it as a fun little washcloth if you wanted to. But that's when we update it. It's really fun and it's easy. And it's one of my favorites because, you know, I have like a soft spot for granny squares. And so we did that one. Then we did this fun little heart. Is that not adorable? It's super cute. I think you could probably even do a trim on it and it would be a lot of fun. And it just whips up really fast. It's a great little addition if you're going to make something for someone for Valentine's Day. And you know, you don't have to put the face on it. You could make these like those conversation hearts and maybe embroider the word love or peace or kiss me or something. You know, super cute and super fun. And it whips up fast because it's done in 2 strands. And you could also use a chunky yarn if you wanted to. I just used something I had on hand. It's called Lipstick Pink Red Heart Super Saver. We did that this week. And then yesterday, let me grab this. We did the take-along blanket. Remember I told you about my take-along blanket? It's a super cool blanket, and it's a super warm blanket. And I did this one with the leftovers that I had from the poofs I made for the dogs. And if you don't know what the poofs are, let me see if I can... I don't know if the camera's not facing over there. I was going to show you the dogs on their poofs. And this is the Bernat Blanket Pet. But you don't have to use the Bernat Blanket Pet. You can use regular Bernat Blanket, and then you can also use 2 strands of worsted weight of any color that you want. And it's a really good versatile pattern. And the way I have the pattern written is I have a size that I made. And then you can use the multiples and make it wider. And then you can do more rows and make it longer. So you can make it any size you want. The size that I made, I believe it's only like 24 wide and 58 long. And I did it that way because it's the perfect size to fit in the back of your car. And it's a great blanket to take along like for a picnic or to go to the beach. Or maybe just leave in the car, like if you're out and about and it's raining, and then you can jump in the car and wrap it around you if you're cold. Or if you're taking your dogs to the vet, it's just a great take-along blanket. And that's why I called it the take-along blanket. So anyway, that's the other thing that happened this week. All right, I think I covered everything that's new. I got a lot of fun stuff. We were trying to, because through Christmas we didn't do as many as far as like from Christmas through New Year's. And so we were trying to get all those other ones that we had planned in. Patterns and videos. All of those that I showed you are all patterns and YouTube videos on my crochet channel. All right, let me look down here real quick, see if there's any questions that need answering. All righty, I think I don't see. Let's see. Okay, Carol says, what is clinking in? Okay, all clinking in is you just say clink. And it's like when you meet up with people over at, you know, the diner or something, and you clink coffee cups or wine glasses or whatever. It's just a way of saying, I'm here. Clink in, I'm here. And so you just write, clink in, I'm here, or whatever, you know. It's just something fun that we do. And I don't even know how it got started. I just started doing it from the very beginning, and it was fun. So anyway, it just lets me know you're here. I see a bunch of you that I haven't said hello to, and I'm so glad you're all here. One thing I wanted to leave you with, because I'm getting ready to let you go. First of all, I want to say the winners' names again and remind you to message me or email me with your shipping address. The winner of the blue kit, Tammy Bennett. And the winner of the purple kit is Norma Ontiveros. And again, I want to apologize if I didn't pronounce your last name right. I'm not very good with names. I'm so sorry. But congratulations to both of you. Remember, don't put your shipping address on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else. Either email me or message me, and I'll get those shipped out just as soon as possible. Okay, and then the last thing, I'm wearing my sparkly shirt today. Plus, it's one of my favorites. But it's because I want to leave you with something that I think is great. All right. Ready? Glitter, sparkle, and shine. But most of all, be kind. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.